magazine that calls itself the original guide to living wisely is sharing that knowledge with the Mother Earth News Fair this weekend.
News 13's Victoria Dunkle is live at Foothills Farm and Butchery. Victoria, the folks there take their Mother Earth message seriously.
Absolutely. We're here at the butcher shop here in Black Mountain, and they call the food that they serve honest meat. Matt Helms is the butcher here, and we were talking about the whole approach and how it ties into the Mother Earth News, which got its start in the 70s, really trying to promote and teach people how we can be part of our environment without taking and leaving a big old mark on it. And then you say what we eat is a good place to start.
Definitely. I totally agree with that. We anything we can do to raise our animals better for consumption is definitely something that we're all about and all about promoting here at the shop. We're all about raising stuff humanely, consuming stuff that's raised humanely, and only that.
Now, you've got some wonderful sausage here in front of us, and this is part of what you're going to be demonstrating this weekend at the fair. Tell us what you're going to be doing when we come out to see you there.
We're going to be doing a whole hog butchery class for home chefs, so kind of getting people an introduction into seeing a whole pig broken down and what you can actually do with the cuts of that and how to cook it. And then also we're going to do an intro to sausage making class, and also with the emphasis on charcuterie, which is making hot dogs, curing hams, making bacon, that kind of stuff.
Do you think you could give me a preview lesson of that?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, next half hour we're going to head in. We're going to go ahead and get started with the sausage making process here this morning. But let me tell you, the fair is this weekend at the Ag Center, Saturday and Sunday. Both days they start at 9. It includes renewable energy, small-scale agriculture, gardening, and the wonderful courses and demonstrations that Matt just talked about. All the details at WLOS.com. Click on news links. And coming up in our next half hour, we're going to start making some sausage. Reporting live in Black Mountain, Victoria Dunkle, News 13.
A special fair dedicated to showing us how we can live wisely starts in 2 days.
And this morning, News 13's Victoria Dunkle is live with a look at some of what we can learn at the Mother Earth Fair. So, Victoria, we're actually talking about the food that we eat.
Absolutely. Now, the Mother Earth News is a magazine a lot of people are familiar with because it got its start in Ohio, then moved to Hendersonville years ago. Now it's based in the Midwest, but it's still making an impact, teaching us things about living wisely. And one of the wisest ways we can live, according to the folks here at Foothills Farm and Butchery, is to make sure that we keep our meat purchases local. In fact, Matt Helms and I were talking about that. The closer we have our meat coming to us, the better it is, really.
Yes, I agree. The closer your animals are raised to you, the better the quality of the meat's going to be, for sure.
So last time we were talking about one of your specialties, sausage. So we're going to make some sausage here?
Yeah, let's grab
okay.
some meat right here.
Okay. Now this is pork sausage?
That's it.
Okay, I'm going to step back a little bit and try to hold this mic toward you while we do this, because it gets a little crazy in here, huh?
Yeah, it does. Here we go. Yeah, it's kind of a messy process, but
well worth it. You tell me that because we're buying local meats, they're not as stressed in the process of traveling and so on, right?
I agree. The shorter amount of distance your animal has to travel to the slaughterhouse, the better the quality of meat is going to be, because it's not going to be as stressed out. It's going to be just, more common. That really does affect the quality of the meat, the end product. It really does.
Well, this is looking pretty good. We've got more steps to take, and in our next half hour, we're going to take you to the next step in this process. And lucky for me, it's in a warmer place. This cooler's a little chilly right now, but the sausage making process will continue all morning long. We have details about the fair, the hours, and so on at newslinks at WLOS.com. Live in Black Mountain, Victoria Dunkle, News 13.
Fresh is best when it comes to the foods we eat.
And the Mother Earth News Fair in Fletcher this weekend will show folks how easy it is to eat this way. News 13's Victoria Dunkle joins us live this morning with a preview.
And Victoria, we're making fresh sausage there.
Yes, we are. We started the sausage making process last half hour with Matt Helms here from Foothills Farm and Butchery. We're here in Black Mountain at the butcher shop, and he ground the meat last time. Now we've added in some seasoning, and this is just how hands-on you are in this approach. You really work every aspect of using the farm animals, raising them well, and then you bring them in here and you use almost every aspect you can, right?
Yes, we've got shoulders, we've got some little bit of belly in here, there's some loins, and there's also ham. I just feel like the whole animal makes better sausage than just one certain cut.
Okay, what are we mixing in here? What kind of seasoning are we doing this?
We're making Italian sausage, so there's paprika, salt, pepper, garlic, fennel seed, there's a little bit of marjoram in here.
Now you are going to be out there at the Earth Fair. Now how much do you want to work this here before I don't want to slow you down. You keep it gentle?
where there's seasoning here that hadn't been mixed in. There's raw pork. You just want to mix it to everything's mixed thoroughly.
And is this part of what you're going to be showing us out at the fair this week?
Definitely. Yeah. Showing you ratios on fat to meat, showing you ratios on seasoning, salt to sugar, that kind of stuff, how to balance and get a really, really well-rounded sausage.
And that whole process is so that we can get it fresher from places like you, so that we're not getting all of those chemicals that are added to make it last longer on the store shelves.
Definitely.
So fresh is best, as he just said. Coming up, we're going to keep going with this process and finish up the sausage here. If you want to get in on the workshops that Matt's going to be doing and so many other people, the Mother Earth News Fair is this weekend at the Ag Center, and it's Saturday and Sunday. All the details, including the workshop times, are on our website when you go to news links at WLOS.com. Coming up, we're going to keep moving forward with this process. Live in Black Mountain, Victoria Dunkle, News 13.
A magazine about green living has some roots right here in the mountains.
And News 13's Victoria Dunkle is live in Black Mountain to show us what the Mother Earth News Fair is all about. Victoria, we're talking about living wisely.
Yeah, that really is the crux of what the magazine is about. It got its start in Ohio in 1970 and then moved to Hendersonville for a while. And now, today, we're getting a preview of what's going to happen this weekend. Matt Helms is here with us from Foothills Farms and Butchery here in Black Mountain. You're going to be presenting information about how important it is for us to really keep the meat we eat very fresh and a short turnaround, so to speak. We made this sausage this morning.
We sure did. We're tasting it up right now.
What is it about the process of getting people to think about where their meats and foods come from that is so crucial to us?
I just believe that if you just, instead of going to the grocery store and looking in the case and going, okay, that's a steak, that's a pork chop, that's this, that, and the other, when you know your farmer and know where your stuff's coming from, know who's raising it, know the practices they use, you can just totally stand behind that product more. I can anyway. Stand more behind the product when you know where it's coming from and who's raising it.
And this weekend, he's actually going to share some of that knowledge and include a way for us to try our own hand at butchery if we want to get some of the meats and so on. You're going to show us how we can really take a whole approach to using the foods that come to our tables.
Definitely.
It's one of the many workshops that's taking place at the Mother Earth News Fair at the Ag Center this weekend. It's Saturday and Sunday. Both days they start at 9. For a full list of all of the workshops, including when you can check out what Matt's going to share, you can go to our website, WLOS.com, click on News Links, and we'll get you all set with that information. And really, the crucial message is fresh is best.
Definitely.
And it makes a huge difference.
Closer is better.
Closer is better. There you have it. Reporting live in Black Mountain, Victoria Dunkle, News 13.